Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about being a PSW during COVID-19, during the pandemic, and how that has been. So what's a PSW? A PSW is a personal support worker. If you're not new to my channel, you've heard me talk about this before. But if you're new, hello. I work at a long-term care home and I take care of the elderly. I've been doing it since I graduated in 2018. I went back to work after having my son in January. So kind of right around when the pandemic started, actually. We went on lockdown really early. Like I said in my last video, we went on lockdown March 9th. The pandemic was announced March 13th. A virus, a flu at the nursing home. So we had to do a lockdown before COVID precautions began. We haven't actually had, I don't know if I can say this, we haven't had COVID at our nursing home, but at the same time we had 3 false positives. I can't really call them false positives because this guy, he didn't want to test the residents again, so they've now been considered recovered, even though personally, I don't believe they ever had it, and personally, or not personally, I don't think we're ever going to be able to tell because we should have tested them again, then and there, and we didn't, so we can't call them false positives. And yeah, personally I don't believe that they ever had it, and I don't believe they recovered from it. Yes, our residents have been tested. Yes, we test them multiple times if we need to, like if one of them starts showing symptoms, we will test them again, make sure they don't have COVID. There was only a couple that refused it in the very beginning. But obviously if they started showing symptoms, if they were around their family, that would give us a reason to have to test them. We haven't had a reason to have to test them yet, besides the asymptomatic testing we did. That went around the whole home originally, and then it went around all of our staff, and we were all tested. We were all negative, besides those 3 residents that were positive, that I believe were false positives. Yeah, we've all the staff have definitely been tested. We've been tested a lot more than the residents. We get tested bi-weekly. I forget when that all started. I've lost count of how many times I've had it up my nose. Definitely more than 10. The residents now are not isolated in their rooms. They weren't for very long either at our nursing home because we never had COVID. They were isolated to their rooms until we knew that there wasn't COVID. Then we started allowing each ward to come out at different times. So at one time, one side will go down to the dining room that day, but the other side will be doing activities all day, and then the next day it switches. So you have time to clean in between the residents and the wards so it doesn't get shared ward to ward. Obviously, there's tiny little things in nursing homes that you can't prevent, like there's a couple on one side, couple on the other side. Can't prevent that. You can't prevent wanderers from wandering from one side to the other. We don't have enough staff to prevent this, and there's nobody who's just on guard watching, trying to stop people from crisscrossing. That's why I think it spreads so fast in nursing homes. How can you isolate a wanderer? Tell me. How? Like, unless you're actually going to restrain them improperly, because you're not supposed to restrain people for the purpose of just stopping them from walking around. That's not causing any harm. They're not a threat to you. They're not a threat to anybody else. They just want to walk around. You can't restrain them. So that's why it spreads around nursing homes so quickly, is my opinion, but I'm not a medical expert like this guy. Do I feel safe? Do I want to be at work? I feel safe. We have the PPE we need. However, you can't stop wanderers. I've been seeing pictures go around of the residents' meals and how sad they are, the isolation trays. it turns my stomach when I see that, because that's not what it's like at my nursing home. But this is what it's like for other people. And that doesn't mean it's not going on. And it doesn't mean it's not okay. This isn't okay. They deserve real food too. I've also seen some people who are just uneducated a little bit in why they are fed certain things. We're just gonna skip over that because people can be educated, they can learn. But for the people who are just complaining about, yeah, my parent has a regular diet and this is still what they're being given. If you guys have any other questions, comment them down below and I will answer them. I can make another video like this. I want to talk more about what's going on in the homes. Let's get more PSWs doing this, because PSWs right now, we're kind of the only ones that get to see what's going on, besides like the nurses and other people in the homes. But family doesn't get to see what's going on right now, and they want to see. They want to know. And they're worried because they don't get to be there with their mom or their dad, so, or their grandma or their grandpa. We right now are who is there for them, but let's open the door a little bit and let people know how much we're struggling. A lot of people don't know that they can do that. They think my family is locked up, I can't get to them, I don't know how to see them. You're allowed to go in and provide care to them. You are an essential caregiver if you were doing that. Please look into it if you miss your family that bad, if you are able to come in and help them. Some people aren't able to help their parents, and that's why they're in long-term care. So I don't blame you if you can't be there to help. I'm there to help you and your family. I wish somebody would do the same for me if I was ever in that position, so that's why I do it. And basically, in a nutshell, PSW in pandemic, just even more short-staffed than before. And that's basically all I have to update you guys on.